a number of latency factors affect the location of where you're going to put your servers and your data. So if you are a trading organization, for example, and I've had this request many times, if you go and talk to traders, they want the IT under their feet, under their desk. They want to know there is no possible way that anything can get in the way of a trade being delivered and transmitted and delivered. You look behind that and you investigate that further and you realise that maybe the latency requirements aren't that important for the majority of the business. So yes, there will always be latency requirements at that front end of that real-time, fast-moving environment, but for the majority of organisations, which might be doing point-of-sale things, for example, you can afford to wait until overnight. You can run a batch job, you can process it. Is that good enough for your business? Sometimes it is. Sometimes it is. If that's the case, the compute power could be on the other side of the planet. As long as you've got robust, reliable links and it works every time, fine, latency isn't an issue. So it really does depend on what you're using it for, whether latency is an issue. The upgrade in communications, if you think about the whole dispersal of the computer these days, you know, it's now really constrained by the I/O. It's the amount of time it takes to go over a network and back. Everything else can run at lightning speed, and when it's all within one box, fantastic. You know, and you're directly connected to that box. But as soon as you move the box somewhere else, you're constrained by the size of the pipe, by the communications bandwidth. That's the bit we've seen come on in leaps and bounds. There's a lot of physics involved in that, clearly, but that's the bit that needs to grow in order to get people past that latency challenge, and then they'll be more willing to release, if you like, the control of the server being right next to their desk.